stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leave him raised like Simba, or cracked like the Beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay-at-home Disney dad.
It's so cold up here in Canada, but this is the last Winnie the Pooh movie, so there's a warmth knowing this will soon be behind me. Okay, there's a new song introducing the characters. Eeyore's in a bumblebee costume. I guess the animation seems cheap compared to the other movies. No, this is the original Winnie the Pooh song. It's just a cover. These are not, however, the original voice actors. Tigger is wearing a log and asks if this particular log that he's wearing makes him look fat. That's real, that's in the movie. The rabbit is in the tree playing the violin to a hive, saying they seem to like Beethoven. They have a big plan and they keep calling it the big plan, and they are just beating you over the head with the term big plan, so you know the plan isn't actually going to be big, because that's how Winnie the Pooh is written. They move some honeybees. Everyone is patting themselves on the back except Piglet, who couldn't be part of the big plan, because Piglet's small. Yeah, like I get if this cartoon is catered to like small, confidence-lacking, shy preschoolers, that's great. Let's throw them a bone. Let's show them it's okay to be an introvert. That's a positive message, but like they never quite get there in any of these movies. That's an ongoing theme that plagues this franchise. Those dots never get connected. Like the writers themselves are so bored they get distracted and forget where they're going with all this. There's never some giant light at the end of these tunnels where the characters step up and it pays off huge. It's all these tiny little insignificantly spaced speed bumps of life that don't have any weight, and they never really learn any lesson and become better characters for it. Okay, the plan failed, the hive exploded, and the bees are angry. Bees chase Pooh, and this is blood from a stone at this point. How many more hours can they milk of Winnie the Pooh wanting honey and the bees chasing him? This is what I mean. Pooh is gluttonous and sad, and he never learns a lesson, ever. He never quits risking his life going after the honey. What is my daughter learning from this? They're all safe in Pooh's house, and they do a head count, and no one notices Piglet isn't there at first. These are the worst friends you could ever have. I know they're all supposed to represent different mental illness, but being a friend isn't a mental illness. They look at a scrapbook and see pictures of Piglet, and oh bing, it slowly dawns on them. Really slowly. It reminds me of that South Park episode where Cartman is like, "Mom, I have a question. You know how Kyle has a dad?" "Yes." "And Stan has a dad?" "Yes." "Well, what's your question, honey?" That's how it feels. Okay, finally they realize Piglet isn't with them, and he could be currently being stung to death by a million bees. They go on a quest to find Piglet, but Piglet is already on another quest. I'm trying hard not to just like skewer these Winnie the Pooh movies, but there's just nothing here. Okay, now we're in a flashback. We interrupt the quest to find Piglet to tell a story about Piglet. In this flashback, they're all spying on Kanga and Roo, and I guess this is the first time they all met Kanga and Roo, but I don't think so, because Tigger is hiding with Pooh in the bushes, and in the other video movie we watched, I'm pretty sure Pooh already knew Kanga before he got his shotgun and was attacked by Tigger through his front door, meeting Tigger for what was supposed to be the first time. And you know what? I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you're dialed into this movie and this form of storytelling, your heart is beating so slowly by now, you're not going to notice any continuity errors. Pooh and Tigger argue that a bird they see is actually a fish, and Kanga breaks the fourth wall and looks right at the camera, like right at the viewers, and is like, "I can't believe you're watching this." Like, okay, Kanga is my new #1 favorite character, and you know Kanga, don't worry about it. I'm embarrassed for all of us. Kanga has a song about mother's intuition, and again, what kid is rocking out to a song that is essentially a checklist of all the exhausting things a mother does? The song's like, she runs and scrubs the secrets until the answer clicks. Okay, I'll give them credit. The music for the song is pretty good, but the lyrics are about as much of a miss as one can miss with lyrics. For some reason, she's taking care of Piglet. She tucks Piglet into bed and gives Piglet a cookie and kisses Piglet. She gives Piglet a bedtime cookie. So many lessons here. Wait, did we come out of the flashback? Is Piglet living with Kanga in the present? You know, it doesn't matter. I'm staring at this bin of VHS tapes. I see The Lion King. I see Beauty and the Beast. I see Emperor's New Groove. I see Cinderella. Okay. I'm in front of Kanga's house. There's two mailboxes, a large one that says Kanga and a small one that says Roo. Does Roo get a lot of mail, enough to warrant his or her own mailbox? The mind bends and shapes. Can you imagine the amount of letters, the pure volume of letters they must get in the 100-acre woods? Okay, nothing's happening, nothing's new, everything as it was yesterday and the day before. Sorry I made you go check the mail, but I wanted you to know that nothing has changed and nothing will ever change. I think we came out of the flashback now. They're at Kanga's house and asking about Piglet. Kanga and Roo say Piglet isn't there. Roo runs to come help them look for Piglet. Kanga offers them cookies, and they take a break from searching for their friend to chow down on some chocolate chip cookies. They look in the scrapbook, and we're going to have another flashback. They're arguing about which way the North Pole is. Eeyore looks bored, and while they all fight, yeah, we go into another flashback. It's autumn. A boot falls on Piglet, and he's not James Brown, but apparently Piglet now has soul. See, now normally that joke would be a 2 out of 10, but against the drudgery that is Winnie the Pooh, that is like a home run hilarious side splitter. Piglet has soul. See, it's a double meaning, because a boot has soul. This is the best I could do. They have a marching band. They're going on an expedition. I kind of zoned out, and whatever they were trying to do, I guess they did, and we're out of that flashback? I think so. There's a storm coming, and we're about to jump right back into another flashback. Here in the scrapbook on page 3, actually page 4, which comes after 3. Got it, glad they said that aloud. Flashback. Last flashback they were looking for the South Pole and there was no snow, but in this next flashback there's snow. I'm wondering if the editor just dropped these segments in the wrong order. Tigger tackles everyone. He tried to stop, but it was no use. That's their joke, not mine. They try to build Eeyore a house, but fail. Then Piglet stays behind, builds Eeyore a house, and Eeyore comes back and says, oh, the wind must have blown it together, giving Piglet no credit. And again, this is what I'm talking about. These characters continually just and smile. Like, would it kill any of the rest of them to be like, yo, hold on, Eeyore. Piglet worked his little Piglet pink butt off. He's stacking your sticks so you could have a house, because Piglet is a good friend. So quit moping for like 5 seconds of your life, shake Piglet's hand, look him in the eye, and thank him. But nope. Time to learn about life, kids. Everyone is ungrateful, and the majority of the good deeds you do for people will never be returned or noticed because the world is unfair even to children. Maybe after this we could all watch an animated version of A Child Called It or They Cage the Animals, and I don't know. Pooh movies make me sad, and I'm sorry. I'm passing time looking at the VHS clamshell, and Jim Svedge of NKX-CBC Radio claims this is, quote, the best Pooh film yet. Great. I'm not saying he's wrong. He might be right. I don't know. It's like walking outside every day and having a bird poop on your head. Like, was yesterday's bird poop better than today's bird poop? How do you gauge that? I don't know. Out of the flashback, it's cold and windy, and Roo is sneezing, it's raining, and now the book is getting smudged. Tigger and Rabbit are turning on each other. It's all falling apart. It's a tug-of-war with a book, and it slow motion sails through the air and into the pond or the river, and there goes all their Piglet memories. I'm gonna guess, without the book to remind them of their friend, they will just have forgotten all about Piglet together in about 10 minutes, and they'll just return to their joyous, ignorant selves once again and never think of him again. Is that how it ends? That would be a fitting end, but I doubt that's how it's gonna go down. There's gonna be some sort of like softballed lesson. They gave up because it's raining and they're inside staying warm and drinking hot cocoa, right? Great friends. What's that line from Billy Madison when the teacher's reading a story about the boy who lost his dog and he's like, whoa, whoa, Miss Libby. The part of the story I don't like is like the little boy gave up looking for his puppy after an hour. He didn't put up posters or anything. He just sat on the porch like a goon and waited. That little boy's got to think, you got a pet, you got a responsibility. If your dog is lost, don't look for it for an hour, then call it quits. You get your ass out there and you find the dog. We have a flashback of today's events in cartoon form, which is a bit of a mind bender, but like the cartoon characters are drawing cartoons of themselves and what happened today. So they're like, it doesn't matter. Roo is like, hey, Piglet might still be out in the storm. We gotta go get him. The troops are riled up again and back out into the rain they go. So like, why did they take this movie? At the shore, they find pieces of the Piglet scrapbook. I don't know how that's going to help them find Piglet this time when the book didn't help them find him last time. They find the last piece of the scrapbook, but it's hanging on a tree branch that's jutting out over the river. So one by one, they bumble onto the branch to get it. First up is Pooh, who just immediately fails. So it's a human or animal chain to pull Pooh back up. Tigger's tail is like half a foot away from Pooh, and it's Piglet for the save. Piglet, out of nowhere, is a bridge between Tigger's tail and Pooh, and everyone is okay just in time. but the book falls and they think Pooh and Piglet fell as well. Not sure why. This time it would mean death since they fall from tall heights all the time, but for some reason this time they are dead for sure. But no, Pig and Pooh land behind the mourners in celebration. Everyone is glad to see Piglet. Okay, where was he? Never explained where he was, of course not. But now they throw him a big party for being back. So essentially, Piglet ran away from home. Everyone was sad and they realized they took him for granted. Then he returns home a hero and everyone is so happy to see him. They throw him a party and properly appreciate it from here on in. Wow. That is a message to take home. Credits. Okay, now we have a live action video of some lady in a guitar singing the theme song out in a field. Who do we have here? Dr. Search Engine. Carly Simon. Wait, the You're So Vain lady? They got Carly Simon to sing this song. Carly Simon spends a lot of time here dancing with her arms above her head. Fun fact, James Taylor named a pond after her butt. True story, look it up. Taylor's pond is called Carly's Bottom. Okay, Peter Cullen was the voice of Eeyore, and why is that familiar? No. Wasn't he the voice of Optimus Prime? No, Peter Cullen was Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime, my favorite toy of all time, my entire childhood. Optimus Prime is the same voice of Eeyore. The Winnie the Pooh ruins everything.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that he has. Thank you.